have to get to it because it is getting warm. Like 5 degrees above freezing centigrade every day this week, so I gotta get carving this ice here. So yeah, I know I've told this story before, but it just reminded me again because somebody I know just posted this song, and I thought I would just actually tell the story. I'm sure I've written it, but so it was 1972, I think, probably 1972 in Darmstadt, Germany. I was visiting my brother, traveling with my parents, my first trip around Europe. I think we went 2 months around Europe and then stayed a couple weeks with my brother in Darmstadt. And I had made this friend with one of the other kids my age, and we went over to his apartment, his dad's apartment, one day. His dad wasn't there, and he said, "Hey, you want to try a beer?" My dad will never notice. And so he got out a couple beers. I think they were Pabst Blue Ribbon, actually. And we cracked our beers, and we thought it was pretty cool drinking our beers. That was my first solo beer ever. And he had this 45 record that we put on, and we listened to it over and over and over, and it was Stuck in the Middle with You, Steelers Wheel. It had just come out. Anyway, so about, I think it was 6-7 years ago, I was in Berlin, and I was down in the Berlin Square. There's some really beautiful park, and where all the big buildings are. And I was down there just walking around enjoying a beautiful day, and there were 2 teenagers, a girl playing a bass and a guy playing guitar, and they were singing and playing Stuck in the Middle with You. They were doing a really good job of it. I stopped, listened to it, gave them a tip, and told them the story about hearing the song for the first time and having my first beer in Darmstadt. And the kid goes, "That's amazing. My dad has that exact same story." And one of the, it's one of those times when I walked away, and it didn't even register till I think the next day, that why didn't I ask him if his dad was in Darmstadt in 1972, because that could have been me that had the beer with his dad. So I didn't, and it bugs me to this day that I didn't ask that. But there you go. Frozen memories.